It's Week 13 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see DK Metcalf. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Seahawks and the Niners on Monday night.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of the last 4.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
And we drop you in at the start of this next possession in a 3-0 ball game.
Let's go now.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Stewart to throw it. This is Fant on the short completion. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Lockett the motion man right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Holding offense.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Give to Walker on the read option. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. And now they'll shift things around. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. This defense for the Niners, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive, and he'll get a few yards here to the 34. You look at this Niner defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 16-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Stewart. This one goes underneath to Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. Here's Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 49ers 6-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they come up now 2nd and goal. Stewart sets to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up.
Into the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due. Done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Walker. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Walker once more. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Seahawks coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
This is Fant on the short completion. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 42-yard line.
Stewart. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they do finally get him at the 12. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart, eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Irvin. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to rip. Here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, where it was the Eagles who were able to swoop in and get the road victory. Jalen Hurts, strong in the victory as his guys move to 9-3 now on the year. From there, we get up to the Rocky Mountains to check on the Broncos at home in Denver. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. Caleb Williams leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown pass in the victory. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
He tried to bounce it outside, but that going nowhere from the start. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt. The Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Play action. Stewart. And that is incomplete. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
He's got his big tight end, Fant. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Line of scrimmage. 31 now on 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. A give for Walker running right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now, Stewart. This is Fant on the short completion. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Here's 2nd and 7. To the right side, this is Walker. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stewart now from the gun on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down the map before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 52 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. In motion, Patterson. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete, right around the 8. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that... Now an option play on 2nd down. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Brock Purdy. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They're going to try and run. But he will not get in here. He stopped. Now following the touchdown, here comes this offense back out onto the field as they will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And his big night continues on that last run. The yardage there going to move him over 100 yards now for the ball game. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. The tight end in motion right. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Outright to Smith and Jigba. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He's got room to roam. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Stewart. Smith and Jigba hauling it in on the out route. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit, and they need this drive to end in points. A quick throw there is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30.
Running right, here's Walker. And he goes out right around the 39. 116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try for the first with Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. They'll score that a 36-yard. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. 2nd and 11. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Repeated the last play, finding Walker. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And oh boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. Back to throw. Gets this to Fant. Room here to run. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. They'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the 49ers, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's loss number 5 for them on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.